Hello Bookworm family, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell because it's always a mystery when I post new videos. And if you are not already following me on Instagram, please go do that. It is at Danny's Book Corner 2018 and I will link that down below. And yes, it is still 2018, even though we are going into the year 2020, I am still calling it 2018. I'm sorry about my crazy hair here. I just got it cut today, but then I washed it, so the gel came out, so it's kind of crazy, but it's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. So today we are going to be doing my end of the year video for my bookmarks that I collect. So last year I did it, and I think I had 50 bookmarks last year. I don't even know how many I have this year. Honestly, I haven't counted. So we're gonna find out as we go. So because this video is gonna be super long because I have so many bookmarks that I keep all in this little Harry Potter, it's like the Quidditch shaped box, but then it's got all the like crests and stuff in it. All my bookmarks are in here. So we're just gonna go for it. Let's go for it and find out how many I have. So first up, this is the only duplicate I have. So this is, obviously this is one and this is two, but these are the only duplicates I have. This one I bought last year, and it's just Luna Lovegood, and it says, "The things we lose always have a way of coming back to us, if not always in the way we expected." And then it's got the Ravenclaw crest on the back. I bought this one last year, and then I just got this one for my brother for Christmas. So he obviously doesn't know what bookmarks I have, but it's super sweet of him. So this one's going to stay on my collector's shelf. Well, right now it's in my treasure chest because I'm in the process of moving, and that's why my background is awful, and you guys know the gist. But then this one I'm going to actually use for reading purposes. So crazy, I can actually use a bookmark for reading for a change instead of just keeping it in my bin. Then I have La Live, La Love, La Llama, or just Live, Love, Llama. But I got this at Barnes & Noble, and this was the last bookmark that I bought myself in 2019, and it's just got this little tassel on it, but I just went to Barnes & Noble with my mom yesterday and was like, oh, these are really cute bookmarks. I will just get this one as like my end of the year bookmark. Then I have this one is from my best friend. She actually just gave it to me today as part of my Christmas present, but it says, "Broken chain, we little knew that morning that God was going to call your name. In life we loved you so dearly, in death we do the same. It broke our hearts to lose you and did not go alone, for a part of us went with you and the day God called you home. You left us peaceful memories, your love is still our guide, and though we cannot see you, you are always at our side. Our family chain is broken and nothing seems the same, but God calls us one by one and the chain will link again." And it's by Ron Tranmer. And obviously I just lost my dad last month, so this is just kind of like a little grief feeling better bookmark. So I thought that was really sweet of her. The next one I have, I'm trying to do my new ones, but they are kind of all scattered in here. So my best friend also gave me this one, and it is my name on a bookmark. My name on a bookmark. I felt famous when she handed it to me. I was like, what special thing do I get to do to have my name on a bookmark? Apparently anybody could have their name on a bookmark, but I just felt extra special, especially because it says Danny. Do you know, as a child, all the things I had, like when you go to the store and you get the keychains and stuff like that, it all said Danielle. I was like, I don't go by Danielle, I go by Danny. So I finally have something that says Danny on it, which is really exciting. All right. Some of these you guys have obviously already seen because they are from last year's. So those ones I'm going to kind of rush through, but this was from Christmas last year. My workout is reading in bed until my arms hurt. This one I got at the state fair this year as kind of my state fair memory one, but it is like hieroglyphic dogs and cats. Hieroglyphic? No, that's not the word, is it? What word am I looking for here, guys? You tell me. But anyways, it's dogs and cats that move back and forth, and they're dressed silly. This one I got at the Buddy Walk this year, which is another one of these ones. But the Buddy Walk is a walk to support kids with Down syndrome. So we walked in it for my nephew, and then there were games, and this was one of the prizes in the games. Then I have, this one was from last year, but it's Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, Elephant, Piggy, Ducky, Nuffle Bunny, all those things from Mo Willems books. We have this one, Yep, I'm Reading, and yep, this is a penguin. Another one from last year is the Sorting Hat. Was this last year or was this year? I can't remember. I feel like this was last year. Maybe it was this year, like early this year. But this is just a metal sorting hat, and I got this from Time and Again Books in Oswego. And then this is one from a while ago, because this is back when Page Habit was still out. But to learn to read is to light a fire. Every syllable that is spelled out is a spark by Victor Hugo. This one my best friend made me, I think 2 years ago. I feel like this was 2 years ago, but it just says, even the wind and the sea obey him, Mark 4:41. Okay, and then we have, again, another Page Habit one, Of All the Things I Liked Books the Best by Nikola Tesla. This is a new one. My best friend got this for me when she went to Watkins Glen, obviously, that's what it says on there, but she went hiking and camping there, and she brought me this back, and it's just got a little blurb about Watkins Glen on the back, but I thought it was super sweet. I love when people bring me back bookmarks because they know I collect them. This one I think I got last year too. Maybe I got it this year. Did I get it this year or last year? This is so hard, but this is a metal one. I feel like I got this 2 years ago. Do more of what makes you happy, and people dancing. And then I have this puppy one. I have You Are So Worth It, and then it says Hope, Courage, and Strength. It is to support the New York State Gambling Addiction Association, but I like that it says You Are Worth It. I got this at the State Fair for free. Then I have the magnifying glass, which I've had for a while. Then this actually fell out of a book one day. I was like going through my books when I was doing my unhaul, and I found this bookmark, and it just says The Lord is My Shepherd, Psalm 23 on it. And then it's got The Lord is My Shepherd. I don't know if it's a psalm. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know if it's a prayer or something, but a psalm on the back. And then my Inside Out one, which is probably the oldest one. No, this isn't the oldest one in my collection, but it's pretty old in my collection. It just says, Every day is full of emotions. All right, moving on to the next batch. We have this one I got from Time and Again in Oswego. Oswego is in New York, if you guys are wondering. If you want to look up that store, it's a really cute little secondhand bookshop. It's really adorable. This is the oldest one I have in my collection. This fairy one I got when I was like in 7th grade, I think, and it's the oldest one in my collection. I'm pretty sure I got this at like the Scholastic Book Fair. Like, that's how old it is. Then I have this one I got this year from, I think it was Books and Bath. I feel like it was Books and Bath, but this was the one that I was disappointed in because it wasn't well made. I don't think it was Books and Bath. I can't remember what book box it was, but it was some book box. It wasn't well made because like this isn't cut properly, so it's kind of fraying and stuff. And obviously this is written long on it, so I'll kind of hold it up for a second if you want to try to read it. But definitely not one of my favorites, but it's got like graduation hats being thrown in the air on it. This one I've also had for a long time. It is The Ways to Calm Yourself Down, looking at 5 things, 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, 1 thing you taste. It's just how to calm yourself in an anxiety attack, and I got that from a therapist, a while ago, like not the current therapist that I have, which I have no problem saying out loud. Like, most people need therapy. I'm cool with admitting that I need therapy, and I'm happy that I am in therapy. Then I have my Harry Potter Luna Lovegood one that I got from the Mystery Wand Collection, and I also have Ron from the Mystery Wand Collection. This one, I don't remember where I got this one. I feel like this was also from the State Fair, but Challenges Make You Stronger. I feel like this is from the State Fair, from like the mental health booth or something. It says biglifejournal.com. I don't remember where I got this from. I want to say the State Fair. I don't remember where. This one came in the Owl Crate book box for the October book box. Nothing Stays Buried Forever, and it's the Bone House logo on it. This one is old and it had orange juice spilled on it, so I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of warped. But it's just a camera. That was a while ago too. These ones were all from when Four Anchors still had a book box out, which honestly was one of my favorite book boxes. I'm really sad that they don't do their book boxes anymore. But this was from Four Anchors. All of these, they're just, some of them are Bible quotes, some of them are just like good positive quotes and stuff like that. But yeah, those are those. The super long one I've had for forever. This was from the State Fair 2 State Fairs ago. Supposed to be like trapeze artists for PBS. Again, this is an old one. Come closer, dear reader, a story awaits. I feel like this is an old one from last Christmas. I got 99 Problems But a Book Ain't One. I feel like this was from last Christmas. Then we have W.I. Swickney Kids Connected Caterpillar. I made a caterpillar at, or WCNY, yeah. But down here it says Wickney. But basically WCNY is where we see all of our like PBS shows here. It's Arthur, Martha Speaks, Sesame Street, Callaloo. So how do you say it? Callaloo, Clifford the Big Red Dog, blah, 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 blah. So all of your PBS shows, and I made a caterpillar at the state fair this year, so I got this bookmark for making a caterpillar. So, like a little caterpillar out of pom-poms. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. If you guys have never been to the New York State Fair, you should definitely go. But I have more of these. These are also from the State Fair, I believe, but it says you are unstoppable on this one, and this one says your mistakes are chances to learn. It's kind of a quote that I need lately. I'm making lots of emotional mistakes lately, I think. I don't even know what that means, but just, it's a good motto to have. This one I've had for a while. It says Summer Was a Book of Hope. This was from the Owl Crate book box, I think 2 summers ago. Then we have Let Your Imagination Fly. This was my favorite one of last year. I really liked this one. Then I have this one of The Kitty and the Ducky. I don't remember when I got this. Oh, yes, I do. I got it at Ava's book fair in May this year. So this was, she had a Mother's Day luncheon, but my sister-in-law couldn't go because my sister-in-law was working. So I went in place of her, and the Scholastic Book Fair was going on at the same time, so I let her pick me out a bookmark, and she picked the kitty kissing the chicken, or the little baby chick. This one was in one of my grief cards from when my dad passed away, but it's got a quote from First Chronicles on it. I won't read the whole thing, but this was in like one of the sympathy cards, not grief cards, sympathy cards. It like fell out, and I was like, oh, somebody got me a bookmark, which is like a horrible thing to think in a sympathy card, but it is really nice. And then this one is from Shelf Love from a while ago. This one, I can't remember if this was this year's, I think this was this year's State Fair, but it was the STEAM building, so science, technology, energy, arts, and math. I'm pretty sure that was from the State Fair. This one was in one of the books that I got from the library or something one day, and I always save, if like something like is in a book that clearly a kid made, I always saved it, because how do I know that I'm not going to meet this Bella one day? Like, I might meet this Bella, and she might like come over to my house one day, like for like tea. I don't drink tea, but like, what if she becomes like one of my dance students or something one day, and she's like, oh, like a while ago, I colored a bookmark that looks just like that. Oh, that is my bookmark, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But then I have these two, which is hashtag Bookstagram and hashtag currently reading. These came from one of the book boxes. I don't want to say which one. I feel like it was Shelf Love. I want to say it was Shelf Love. That was from a couple years ago. And then this one was one that I got on Wish a while back, but it's so pretty and so delicate, and it's the Alice in Wonderland one. If it will focus. Won't focus it much. Okay, should get the gist of that. Moving on. We have a $100 bill, but again, this was like a little kid's one, like Tori wrote her name on the back with some math problems. So that came out of a book, I think it was a library book. And then Many People, Myself Among Them, Feel Better at the Mere Sight of a Book by Jane Smiley. This was also when Page Habit was still up and running. We have a Wonderworks ticket, which I explained the story behind this last year, so if you guys want to watch that video, you can go watch that. But basically, I had taken a girl who is like my niece, she's not my actual niece, but I pretty much call her my niece, to our like big mall one day, and I had bought a bookmark to commemorate the occasion, and I left the bookmark at the cookie dough stand in the mall, and so I ended up using the ticket to the attraction we went to, Wonderworks, as a bookmark that day. So I have saved it as a bookmark. It has officially been a bookmark. Then I have my Jesus Fish one, which I've had for a while. Owly and Friends, which I've had for a while. This one I got from somebody through a birthday party at my, or like not through a birthday party, but had a birthday party at my dance studio last year and left this puppy behind. And it's, well, I guess they like threw it. I don't know. I'm so stuck up on the words I'm saying. It's not my dance studio, but at the dance studio I work at, I was hosting a birthday party, and it was dinosaur themes, and they had this bookmark in the goodie bags, and there's a goodie bag left over, so I have this bookmark now. That was what I was trying to say, and it just took me too many things. This also is from a book box. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's a long quote, but it's got a little bee on it. But that was from last year, so if you want to hear the whole quote, it's in one of the book box openings, or you can watch last year's bookmark video. Then I have, this one is also one from last year. And this one is also one from last year, and also, if I hold it up close enough, I don't know if you can tell with the lighting is horrible down here, but it's got a little bit of an orange juice stain on it, because again, it was part of the great orange juice incident of 2019. Then this is When I Miss School, My Opportunities Disappear. This was from the State Fair 2 years ago, I think. Embrace Silence. Again, another one from the New York State Fair a couple years ago. New York State Congress. Again, something from the New York State Fair a couple years ago. And this is I Heart to Read. Again from the New York State Fair a couple years ago. I'm sure you guys know where a lot of bookmarks are now. The Great American Read. This was from the New York State Fair, but this is about the show when they did the special. It's so hard to see these. The Great American Read. They did it on PBS, I think. Yeah, I think PBS. But yeah, they did the Great American Read where they counted off like the great books from back in the day to now kind of thing. And then I have 2 more of the homemade bookmarks that I found in books, secondhand books or library books. And this one's by Alana, so, you know. The next ones, we're getting down to the wire here, guys. We have River's End Bookstore, which is another bookstore in Oswego, if you guys want to check that out. Again, it's Oswego, New York. And the official Time and Again bookmark from Time and Again Books and Tea, also in Oswego, New York. I don't currently live in Oswego. I used to live in Oswego, so that's why I have so many from there. But I don't live in Oswego, so. And then, thank you for ordering JDS books. I didn't, but I found this bookmark, so I kept it. It was sitting in, like, college on a bookshelf. And I was like, I will have this now. Okay. And then I have one of the book of the months that says, reading is an exercise to empathy. To read is to enter another world in a way different from any other art form, by Danny Shapiro. And I kept it because it is Danny spelled like my Danny. I cannot, for the life of me. There we go. Spelled like my Danny. All right. And then my last big one is the same thing, the book of the month, but this is a J.K. Rowling quote that says, wherever I am, if I've got a book with me, I have a place I can go and be happy. So there's that one. And then into the smaller ones, we have Little Bookman, who is a bookmark. You like put him in the page like this and then close the page on him so just his little feety stick out. And then we have this, which I explained last year, I used as a bookmark for a while, but it is like a binder clip, but I used it as a bookmark. So again, something that was once not a bookmark, now turned bookmark. Kind of reminds me of like Forky from Toy Story 4, like something that wasn't supposed to be a toy but became a toy, or like something that wasn't supposed to be a bookmark but is now a bookmark. This one says happy, and it's got a little rainbow charm and tassel, and I got this after, I think I got this after my last dance recital, and I got it because I went there, it was like the first week of my break, and I just wanted to chill in Barnes & Noble for a little bit, and I got it because we did Inside Out for our big production number, so I was thinking happy, like joy, so I'm pretty sure that's when I got this one. And then this one from Four Anchors, back when Four Anchors was a thing. I have my Golden Snitch, which was when I did my Harry Potter haul from Wish. It's just a Golden Snitch. Then I have my Slytherin Magna Clip, which I had all the house crests, but I saved Slytherin because that was the one that I didn't want on a book when I was like walking around and people could see the house crest. I didn't want people to think I was in Slytherin. No hate to Slytherins, but Slytherin is probably the one I least like. So I didn't want people to think that I was in Slytherin. And then I have this magnetic one that just says read between the lines. Also came in a case of 4, but this is the one I decided to save, mainly because I liked the color. And then I have these two came in the same collection, but I couldn't pick which one I liked better, so I saved them both, and it is Hagrid and Hedwig, which is hard to say in the same sentence. Hagrid and Hedwig. Blah, blah, blah. So now we're going to count them up and see how many I have officially at the end of 2019. And then next year we'll do this all over again and we'll see how many more I've gotten. So last year I think I ended with 50 or 50 something. It was definitely in the 50 area. So let's go. 1, 2, I might speed this part up. 3, 4, 5. 31, 32. Oh, this one totally fell out on me and I didn't even count it. But this was a bracelet made for me by one of my kids in dance, and it was made as a bracelet, but I save it as a bookmark. So, oh, crud. What number was I on? I think I was on 32. So 33? It was either 33 or 34. We're gonna find out. Give me 1 second. Okay, I went back and reviewed the last video. This one is 33. Continuing on. $79, $80, $81, $82. Whew. Okay, guys, that was a lot of counting. Let me make sure that there's none by me or have fallen in my lap. Nope. Okay, so the final count is 82. So I have 82 bookmarks. So I didn't quite double from last year, but a lot of the bookmarks I got last year were from the state fair, and then when I went to the state fair this year, they had a lot of the same bookmarks, so I obviously didn't get them again. But I have 82 bookmarks total. So if you guys are interested in collecting bookmarks, or are interested in any of the shops that I mentioned, or are interested in any of the specific bookmarks that I had that you also want, I could help you with some of that. Just shoot me a comment down below and I will do my best to respond. Also, thank you guys so much for watching this year. I super appreciate all of you following and being there and just experiencing this crazy journey with me, and it has been one heck of a year, and I appreciate all of your support and just kindness through all of it. And if you guys are interested, I am posting in the next couple days my end of the year wrap up with my reading journal. So feel free to tune into that video. Thank you so much for watching.